The aim of this video is to give context to Agile at Amway. By the end of this video, you will be able to explain what Agile is and why Amway is adopting it, describe how Amway is practicing Agile, and how we plan to scale Agile across the enterprise. Let's start with a quick overview of what Agile is, as this will set the foundation for explaining why it is important to Amway. Agile is a set of beliefs about how teams should work. It's a set of 4 values and 12 supporting principles, which are documented in the Agile Manifesto. Let's take a look at the 4 values. Individuals and interactions over processes and tools. Working software over comprehensive documentation. Customer collaboration over contract negotiation. Responding to change over following a plan. While there is value to the things on the right, Agile teams value the things on the left more. The Agile methodology is also guided by these 12 principles. We always begin with our highest priority, which is to satisfy the customer through early and continuous delivery. Welcome change even late in development. Deliver working product frequently from a couple of weeks to a couple of months. Engage in daily interaction between teams. Support and trust motivated teams. Promote face-to-face conversation. Prioritize working product as the primary measure of progress. Work at a sustainable pace. Continuously pay attention to technical excellence. Provide simplicity by maximizing the amount of work not done. Believe the best products emerge from self-organizing teams. And reflect and adjust regularly as a team. This video will explain the supporting frameworks and some of the practices that enable teams to do Agile. It is the values and principles that define what it means to be Agile. Being Agile is about how you think. It is a mindset of inspecting and adapting as you go along. It's important for teams to reflect on how closely their own habits and beliefs align to the manifesto. Being Agile not only applies to technology teams, but also to their business partners. Agile is a key enabler of digital and IT's contribution to Amway Next. We're calling this transformation program Agile Next, which combines the practices of product management, DevOps, and system of delivery to accelerate continuous improvement. Agile teams are able to spend a higher proportion of their time delivering value to their customers with increased speed, quality, and predictability. Using Agile principles enables digital and IT to collaborate more closely with its business partners and to operate in much shorter cycles. This delivers multiple benefits. For digital and IT, it builds trust and transparent relationships with its business partners, increases the focus on quality by using modern techniques, and reduces risk by allowing feedback more frequently. For our business partners, it increases the frequency of input, the visibility of progress, ensuring designs are optimized for immediate needs. It increases empowerment and inclusion throughout the process, and increases tangible business value by delivering smaller increments of usable product in a shorter amount of time. For our employees, it increases skills and ability through the utilization of modern, industry-leading practices. And for our ABOs and customers, it delivers usable value more frequently and provides ample opportunities for feedback. Let's discuss how Amway is increasing its agility by practicing the values and principles of the Agile Manifesto. First, we will cover the options teams have for how they work. Then we will introduce the 3 key elements to effective agility. Amway is utilizing 2 of the most widely used Agile frameworks, Scrum and Kanban. This is the starting point to doing Agile. An Agile coach can help your team decide which method will work best for you based on the dynamics and needs of your team, including factors such as the complexity of your products and the frequency of changes to those products. As a general rule of thumb, Scrum works well if you are building and deploying new products in regular iterations of a few weeks, whereas Kanban is typically used when there is a constant stream of work with frequent releases. Of course, this is only a general guide, and your particular circumstances will determine which of these suits you best. Scrum emphasizes team collaboration and gives power to the business to reprioritize requirements at fixed points. At the same time, it gives power to the team to commit to the requirements based on their delivery capability. All the work done in Scrum is iterative and executed through a time-boxed process called sprints. Sprints can vary between 1 to 2 weeks. Scrum also emphasizes feedback. The team can get feedback from the business or customer earlier and can deliver a working product that delights the user. It also allows the team to retrospect on their performance and continuously improve upon the problems they are facing in short cycles. Kanban, on the other hand, is based on 4 core principles: visualize work, limit work in progress, focus on flow, and continuously improve. Together, these principles allow teams to see their current and upcoming work, reduce the amount of task switching, and continuously improve how work flows through their team. Now that we have a basic understanding of Scrum and Kanban, teams should work with an Agile coach to decide which approach works best for them. Remember, the goal of Agile is to deliver tangible value to the customer as quickly as possible. Regardless of whether you choose Scrum or Kanban, there are 3 key elements that will enable you to accomplish that goal. The 3 elements are teams, a healthy backlog, and working, tested products. Let's take a look at teams. In Amway's Agile workflow model, which you can learn more about in a separate video, there are 3 types of teams: delivery teams, which typically employ Scrum, product teams, and portfolio teams, both of which usually employ Kanban. The delivery team develops, tests, and delivers the product. These teams usually consist of a Scrum Master, developers, and testers. Delivery teams collaborate with their product team, which is responsible for ensuring we are building the right thing for our customers. A product team consists of the product owner, business analysts, UI or UX designers, and other individuals. Product teams also collaborate with a portfolio team. The portfolio team ensures that the delivery plan aligns with the business strategy and desired outcomes. It identifies problems that need to be solved in order to achieve our strategic objectives, then finalizes a release plan that considers value, priority, and technical capacity. Portfolio teams are highly cross-functional and include a variety of individuals. At Amway, the product owner works between all 3 of these types of teams. Product owners oversee the product vision and the backlog and work with the product team to evolve and reprioritize the backlog based on input from business partners and stakeholders, ensuring the highest priority items are at the top of the backlog and defined clearly. Product owners also engage with the delivery team to clarify and agree to the user stories that will be used during development. User stories describe the goals of the customer and are the smallest increment of value that can be delivered. Once established, the delivery team works to deliver on the product vision. The delivery team develops code with automated tests to enable improved resiliency and security, provides demos to the product owner and stakeholders, and ensures their product meets the acceptance criteria defined by the product team. A team using the Scrum framework will also have a Scrum Master. Scrum Masters guide teams in the practices of Scrum and other agreed rules of the team. They remove impediments and escalate unresolvable impediments, and often support multiple teams. Both Scrum and Kanban teams often have a coach, a person within the team who promotes good Agile disciplines and helps the team mature. Coaches also support the defined process of the Agile workflow model. They support the technical needs of the team, and they often support more than one team. Whether your team is using Scrum or Kanban, the second key element to effective agility is a healthy backlog. A backlog is the list of all known work needed to complete a project or develop a product. It includes any type of work needed, not just enhancements or new development. It's also not just a list of requirements. The backlog can include new features that progressively become smaller increments of value in the form of user stories, bugs or defect fixes, technical debt, necessary documentation, and more. As mentioned earlier, the product owner works with their team and business partners to ensure the highest priority items are placed at the top of the backlog. This way, the delivery team knows it is always working on the highest priority item. Items in the backlog must also be appropriately sequenced. As an item moves closer to the top of the backlog, it requires greater detail and clear sizing or estimation. The third key element to effective agility is working tested product. In order for the delivery team to be able to ship product at the end of each sprint, a deliverable must meet the acceptance criteria defined by the product team, be demoed, reviewed, and approved by the product owner and necessary stakeholders, and it must be tested and shippable, which means it meets the definition of done as set by the team, and shortly thereafter ends up in the hands of the customer. Now that we have an understanding of how Amway is practicing Agile, let's look at how we scale Agile across Amway, improving our capability as an enterprise. While the Agile transformation is currently focused on a few digital and IT teams, it's important that Agile is not unique to technologists. All Amway employees can and should join in adopting the principles and practices of Agile. This includes very close collaboration, engaging on a daily or weekly basis with your team, being able and willing to respond to change rather than following a lengthy plan, co-locating with your team, and joining the team during retrospectives to reflect on how to improve operations. From an enterprise perspective, this transformation extends into the way that we plan and fund our projects, from long-range business planning to annual operating plans. This enterprise-level view is where the true value of agility will be found. To help guide teams on this journey to be agile, Amway has created an Agile Transformation Office, or ATO. The ATO helps teams become agile by implementing intentional structures, workflows, and tools designed to align behaviors with the values and principles of the Agile Manifesto. The ATO helps mature teams and their leaders through coaching, training, and providing best practices and templates for things like epics, features, and user stories. The ATO has 3 focus areas of coaching expertise: advanced product management, to help product owners build the right thing; system of delivery, to help teams improve their practices and techniques of delivering business value; and technical craftsmanship and DevOps, for the more technical aspects of delivery. Mindful of the diverse nature of teams at Amway, the ATO works with each team to tailor the implementation approach for them while staying within the Agile Next strategic guide rails. The ATO uses Basecamp assessments and guided expeditions to systematically mature each team. Our goal is to transform how Amway employees deliver value to ABOs and customers, and that transformation will happen team by team by team. In summary, we explained what Agile is and why Amway is adopting it, to improve speed, quality, and predictability of value being delivered to our ABOs and customers. We discussed how Amway is practicing Agile using Scrum, Kanban, Teams, backlogs, and working tested product. And lastly, we introduced the Agile Transformation Office, which is responsible for coaching and training teams and their leaders to improve Agile behaviors and maturity level. Keep the momentum going and continue to enhance your Agile fluency by reading the Agile Manifesto, speaking to an Agile coach from the Agile Transformation Office, or by visiting the Agile Transformation Office SharePoint site by typing ATO// in your browser. Thank you.